Hi there, it's Tracy here from the Papercraft Studio. Thank you for joining me today. Today I'm going to show you how I make these really cute little Santa and Elf treat boxes. And I made them using the little treat box dies. I'll show you what you get here. So this is the main part, obviously. So that makes the actual treat box. And then I've also, from this set, you get some other bits and pieces in here. You get a little spider for Halloween and some pumpkins and things. You get a diamond ring and some labels to cut. But you also get Santa's hat, or at least the outline of it. And you can buy the dies separately, or you can get them as a bundle with this little treats stamp set. So you can see here, you can stamp out Santa's hat, cut him out. You've got the ring there, the spider and other little bits. And I really like the sentiments in here. Ho ho, Merry Christmas, especially for you, sweet treat, birthday wishes. So really nice little set there. So I'm going to go ahead and show you how I made this. I have used some other dies as well. I used the all dressed up dies for Santa's belt and the elf's belt and the buttons. So this is the rest of it here. So this is like a little treat bag that you can put together. So I've used the buttons and these little clasp bits here, and also the straps, which I'll show you. So this is the this is the belt. These cut out 2 at a time, but that's this little belt buckle, I guess, yeah. And then the buttons out of this little one here. And then I did use one more die, which was the layered circles, and I've just cut from the biggest layered circle this little kind of little frill around there. It could be Santa's beard or the little elf's collar. So let me show you how I put it together. So when you cut out the die for the little treat box, this is what comes out. So this is real red. I did the elf in garden green. So already comes cut and scored for you. So you need to fold on the score lines and just run over them with your bone folder just to give a nice clean edge. Now I've seen these put together a couple of different ways, and you can do them without using any adhesive, but I just like to make them a little bit stronger. So this is my take on how I put them together. So for me, I prefer this tab. There's a little slot here. I prefer it to go through this side so that the tab actually rests against this side, so it's not seen inside the box. I've seen it put together other ways, but for me, that's how I prefer to do it. So again, this side, just popping it this way through the tab. Easier to do it when you're not on camera. There we go. Oop, through there. So that just slides in there. So like I say, people have just put these together, pop them like that. You can tie them at the top, but I like to just seal them with some adhesive as well. I'm using tear and tape, but of course you can use the liquid glue, the Tombow, whatever you like to use. So I'm going to put a couple of strips on here. What I would say, just make sure you don't go above there. Okay, so just measure about there, because obviously you don't want the adhesive higher than the where the box joins. Don't worry if it's come undone like it has on mine here. So about below there. I love making little punch art projects, especially around this time of year. I thought these would make really cute treat boxes. They can actually hold, here in the UK we've got these Malteser reindeers, and there's also Kit Kat Santa, but I can't see it on my desk anymore. But they do, obviously they stick out the top, but they do fit quite nicely in there. Okay, so peel the backing off. Obviously if you're using glue, just hold it for a little bit longer, and then just line up this side so it goes slightly, you'll slightly see it either side, but give that a push together. And the same on this side. So this just gives it a bit of extra strength. But you could pop money in here, you could put some earrings, not quite big enough for a gift card, but all sorts of little chocolates, whatever you fancy giving at Christmas. Okay, so how cute is that? So you could cut a few of these out. I did for some orders I've been making, and then you could just store them flat until you're ready to put them together. And like I say, you can thread ribbon through the top here, and you know, have them closed up, but I just wanted them with this little opening so I could put some treats in. Like I said, I use this handle from All Dressed Up Dies, and it's got a really sweet little stitched edge to it, and then I know also that it's perfect to go through this buckle, which is in the same set. So I've cut this in gold foil for Santa, and I cut this one in champagne foil for the elf. So you just feed this through, slide it along, and find pretty much the middle there. So this is just the entire length of the die. There we go. So pretty much the middle. And then what I did, just to keep it all in place, I'm just going to put that in the center of, so that it looks the same above and underneath. And I'm just going to run tear and tape along the back. I'm just going over that buckle, so that will keep it in place as well, but also I'm going to use this to secure it to the box. So you've got that roughly in the middle. Take the backing off. Oops, stuck to my tape, stuck to the die. There we go. So I had it fairly low down. Try and get it central and straight. And then I just followed this round. So this one I've just gone around that side, same on this side, and then they meet round the back. Don't worry too much if they don't line up perfectly around the back, because you know, nobody's going to be watching around there. And then with Santa's hat, I've used this gorgeous red velvet paper that's in the autumn winter catalogue. It's really luxurious. I love it, and I just thought actually it gives just a little different tone, especially on the red Santa one here. So I've gone ahead and cut that out. You can get loads. See here, I just cut a strip and I've been cutting Santa hats out, so yeah, you can get plenty out of there. I cut 2 buttons out of basic black cardstock, and also obviously the black for his belt, and then I'll just show you how I cut this little piece out of the scallop circle. So like I said, I use, on the layering circles, I use the biggest die here, and then I used a piece of cardstock. I'm just going to cut one here, which measured 1 7/8 by, I did it by about 3/4. You don't need it to be quite as big as that, but it will be plenty to show you. And then what I did when I put it through the cut and emboss machine, I just lined up one of the points here and one this side as well, so you can see you just get that little shape then. So that's the bit that comes out on this side. So that's how I cut that one. I won't bring the big shot out now. Big shot cut and emboss machine. Still can't get out of the habit of calling it a big shot. Okay, so then it's just a case of popping these pieces on. So some Tombow glue on the back of that one. Pick it up without getting too sticky. And then I just popped it under this little stitch line here. And you can make these out of designer series paper or card. Both work well. Obviously, if you're wanting to put something a bit heavier in, maybe use card rather than the paper. The buttons I just popped on with glue dots, so flip them over. And one on the back of each of these. Try and get your little sort of sewing bits, what are they called, sewing holes, in the same position. That looks sweet. So one just there in the middle, and then the other one just underneath. So you can see the little holes are going the same way. Santa hat, a couple of glue dots on the back. If you want it coming off the side like I have, don't put it right to the edge. So a couple on the back like that, just to offset it there. And then for the bobble, on the elf, this you see a little glimmer there. So that's the red and green, well, it's obviously the green foil sheets that are in the autumn winter catalogue. So you get 4 12 by 12 sheets, 2 of each. So really lovely and sparkly for the elf. And I would have loved to have used glimmer paper for the one on Santa's hat, but sadly we don't do it anymore. So I've used shimmery white cardstock, and I've got my old quarter, is it a quarter-inch circle punch? I think it is here, but whatever punch you can find, just a regular hole punch would probably be fine. So just a scrap of that. Let's get that out there. Tiny bit you need, so just going to pop a glue dot on the back. Now with these, the glue dot is just about the right size for this, but you might need to fold it in a little bit so the glue dot isn't coming out of the side. So you're just going to pop it on there, and there you have it, your little treat box to pop something cute in for Christmas for someone special. Take care, see you soon, bye.